From the land of the rising sun comes the fiercest fighters, the hardest hits, and the brightest lights in pro wrestling. Joshi isn't just wrestling, it's heart, passion, and rebellion packed into every single match. So lace up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to dive into the world where idols become icons and legends are born in the ring. This is where passion meets punk and wrestling meets pure chaos. Welcome to the Cult of Joshi with your host, Raja and John.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cult of Joshi. I'm your host, Raja, and I'm joined by my co-host, John.
Yes, as I make the 6-7 sign to you for no reason whatsoever.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever. And here we are, a few days after when we wanted to record this show, but that's okay, because we got so much cool stuff to talk about.
We got a lot to... I mean, we did that on purpose. Like, we really did.
We had some stuff we needed to catch up on.
We did.
And so we did that, and now we're here to talk about it all, including, perhaps, the moment of the year so far, and maybe it might just continue to be the moment of the year, as crazy as it was.
It was crazy. It was awesome. Well, I mean, when I say awesome...
It turned out awesome, like the way they handled it.
sometimes, you know, this is a violent sport.
It is. And
sometimes through pain and sacrifice, you can get a newfound respect that you didn't know you didn't have already.
Right. It's like it just opens up a whole other pathway in your head of awesomeness.
Yeah, and for us, it was almost a religious experience, what we'll get to later. But as we were fine. We were
trucking.
Everything was
good.
Everything was fine.
Yes.
And then everything got spectacular.
Oh my goodness. It was just like a shot of adrenaline.
We were tired af. I heard somebody say that the other day, and I laughed so hard because it was an older person that was trying to be cool. And not that I'm not, right?
Right.
But I've always been cool, so I don't have to try. But this person looked at me, and this person's like, "Man, it's hot af in there." And I'm like, what? I'm not gonna say their name because who knows, they might listen.
They may.
And I'm like, what was that? In my bathroom, the heater's been broke and it's hot af in there. I was like, and it took me a second because this was one of my employees at my not to be named job, right? That I'm a manager of. And I'm like, and it took me a second. I'm like, wait a second, hot af.
Yeah, I've heard it said like that out loud, but I can't bring myself to do it. I have to say AF if I'm gonna abbreviate.
Yeah,
it just feels weird.
Just saying it, you kind of want to say AF. Like,
yeah.
I mean, does a lot of people say AF?
I've heard it before, but I don't know that it's the like standard way of saying it. Like, I would say tired AF if I was gonna say it out loud. I don't generally say abbreviations out loud like that.
No, I mean So I don't mind the AF thing. I don't mind if somebody says, "Oh man, I am, thirsty AF."
Yeah, no, I don't mind that either.
But because that makes sense to me right now in context of the world we're in.
Yes.
But the AF thing, I just wasn't ready for. So
it's weird to like have a 2-letter abbreviation and read it as a word.
Before you start getting on your Rajaning here,
yes,
as used as a verb.
Yes, that's what I do on this show.
Yeah,
I just Raja all over the place.
Before. Should we be doing this show?
Yes.
So before you Raja everybody's minds, we have to talk about something. This is Satoru Okada, Mr. President.
Yes, Mr. President.
If you're not listening yourself, one of your employees is.
Pass the note along.
So do us a little solid here and take this Twinkie of knowledge to the man.
The man himself.
I spend a lot of time watching Stardom, celebrating Stardom, putting Stardom on a pedestal.
Yes.
Putting it up on top the mountain for people to look at and say, "Holy God, what a promotion." Lord Jesus, God brought down and said, "This is your wrestling." And I said, "Thank you, Jesus. This is some really nice wrestling." Don't talk directly to the Lord. This is Stardom. The closest thing you'll get to All Japan, but you could talk about it on every episode you ever do of that there show. Okay, thank you. I put a lot of love into this. You put a lot of love into this.
Yes.
All we want is minimal expectations. All right? Minimal operating specs.
Yes.
In 2026,
That is the year.
the year of everybody's Lord, I don't care which one, you have to be able to use the tube of you correctly and be like, if I'm broadcasting something as the number one Joshi promotion, the number one, not a number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, number one. You should be able to put on a show that doesn't look like, like those little glasses that people drink, like a little mixed drink, like really fancy people, their finger out,
Yeah.
like Biffy and Buffy. How okay, Biffy, I want to sit around and have this,
Yes.
those drinks, thicker glass, like it's a thicker glass. If you would turn that glass over your eye after you took a drink of liquor, and you close your left eye and you stick it over your right eye, and you're looking at an object, and in between you and that object, someone also got some, I don't know, plastic wrap, smeared it on their ass, and dropped it in between you and that object.
Right.
The clarity of the New Blood shows is kind of like that. For no reason other
For no reason.
than somebody can't broadcast it in the correct... And it's not like they don't put other things up that look good.
Yes.
Because they do. They don't look great. They don't look like Wrestle Universe.
No.
But they look good at least. These New Blood shows from this past week
They were so green.
were so frustrating because it was the same thing we have fussed about so many times. And listen, I have videotapes. Yes, those things exist. I have videotapes from years ago that I could stick into a video player machine, a video cassette recorder, if you will, if you will. And we could watch it on a black and white television even, like a 13-inch. And you'll be able to tell more about what the hell's happening than you can. And before anybody says, well, maybe your internet. No, listen, pal, friend, chum, compadre, I have business level internet.
That's not the problem.
I pay more for my internet than people do for fancy ponies. I don't know. Like a lot of money, okay? I know what good looks like. And do everything I can to have the best sound, best vision.
Yes.
Do I not?
Yes.
It's a problem. You hate it.
It's a priority in this place.
You have hated that for years, because I can't take it.
But I do see it though. And
But this one, you agree with me on this one.
It's so funny because like months ago, we were complaining that the stuff on YouTube looked really good and the stuff streaming live on Stardom World was crap. Like the quality was horrible. And they've since kind of fixed that. Like most of the Stardom World shows now look awesome. But for some reason, now the YouTube live events like New Blood look horrible. And I don't understand why.
No, it's really frustrating.
We just want to see our girls in perfect clarity. Is that too much to ask?
That's all I'm asking. Listen, I don't know who you're paying to do this, but you need to fire them. And
Get better connection.
I'll do it for free. Fly me to Japan, and I will do it for free. We'll get you set up. I only need to be there about 5 minutes.
To fix it.
About 5 minutes, I'll be able to look at our output even, and I'll be able to, I don't know, check the feed.
Right.
Look at the feed.
Watch what's actually
And
happening
be like,
on the live stream.
when those girls move, you can't really see it. It's very blurry.
Their facial expressions are awfully obscure.
What's one of the best things in Joshi wrestling?
It's
the facials.
The facials, yes.
Right. And we get so much from that, especially if the language barriers and all this.
Yeah.
And they're so great at giving a story to us.
Yes.
That way. Sometimes it can be just a little look.
Yes. They're very good at it.
But instead, it's kind of like watching, if they had plastic faces and...
It's like you're watching it from really far away. You can't really tell what's happening.
God damn it. It's just so frustrating.
It is frustrating because, this is our favorite thing in the whole world, and we just want to sit and enjoy it.
And we still have to watch it.
And it's hard to enjoy when you can't really see anything of any substance as you're watching.
The Wrestle Universe, anything on there looks better than anything I've ever seen in my life.
I know. Wrestle Universe has it figured out. Like anything they ever stream live.
It doesn't matter.
Looks perfect. And then even if you like rewind, it'll like reboot itself to look perfect again. Like it's crazy.
Or if you pay for like a Sorryism show.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Most anything, honestly, at this day and time. I honestly can't think of anything else.
No. Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor looks like
Honor
dog
Club.
shit. Yeah, Ring of Honor looks like dog shit.
I don't know why that is either because it's run by the same people who produce AEW.
I think Tony Khan, when he bought that company, he's like, oh, we get all the cameras too. And they're still using 2008 ones from HDNet.
Like, it's like some Stardom shows and Ring of Honor on Honor Club, like the pay-per-views specifically.
Yeah.
The pay-per-views.
Because if that's the one night that the Honor Club went down and they put it on the internet, on YouTube,
it was perfect.
It looked great. We were I was like,
we were like, yeah.
Listen, guys, listen. Okay, I swear to God, I'm so sorry for taking up a little time on this, but tell me in the comments, do you see what I'm talking about? Please tell me you do. On the YouTube version of the New Blood shows, please tell me that it's not just me.
Yes, go, if you haven't watched it yet, just go pull it up for like a minute and watch part of a match and you'll see what we're talking about. Okay. It's very frustrating. We did watch them though, because that's part of it, right? So we have to see everything.
All right. Well, we're going to get this show on the road.
Yes, because we have a few things that we need to talk about, all Joshi related this week. You know, we just had a very fun Joshi week, and we're going to kick things off with the season finale of Monday Magic for the Rising Sun season. It was on February 9th, and we had 2 Joshi matches on this episode, starting off with a 6-man where Miyuki Takase, Marie Malenko, and Sophia Sivan faced against Zone S, Dreamgirl Ellie, and Olivia Rose. So it was really cool to see all of these girls in the ring again. I'm not sure how long they're staying in Japan or if we're going to see more of them. I know that a couple of them have been on the Marigold shows that haven't been uploaded yet. So that's really cool that they're like getting around, you know? But it's been really fun getting to know some of these newer faces in the Joshi world.
So having Marie Malenko make her debut and, you know, in wrestling and come in and look the way she does.
I know, it's so cool.
So it made me really, that one got me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you're talking a third generation athlete in the sport and doing this stuff, actually paying homage to her father to the degree of having like the Iceman thing.
Yeah.
Doing the wrist deal at the end like he used to do when he comes out. But more than that, I know that Dave Meltzer had talked about like, oh, her timing looks really good and her facials, and they do.
She looks like an old vet already. She's like already in there.
But she is one of the ones that you're right off the bat. You're like, oh, okay, I believe this girl. Yeah,
sometimes they're just like that, and it's not a surprise considering the training she's probably had up to this point.
Well, I mean, it's really insane. I don't care to be vulnerable here. The one thing I didn't know is that our former Malenko in All Japan Women's, I always thought that was his sister.
Yeah.
I thought that was Dean Malenko's sister, and she just had been trained by Boris.
Yeah, we're talking about Debbie Malenko. Yeah. We did a whole deep dive. We were like reading all about her, how she was in All Japan Women for a while. She was a tag champion.
Yeah. So I've seen her there.
Singles champion.
And I've seen her in that United States promotion, I think, the one that Cornette was part of or whatever. Yeah. But just... she had a terrible injury.
Oh man, like the most horrific sounding injury, like in a Manami Toyota match of all things.
Which maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't. By the time we do the next show, I'll guarantee I will have.
We got to find that match. Yeah. It's Saki Hasegawa and Debbie Malenko versus Manami Toyota and Toshiya Yamada.
Yes.
So those are 2 like scary people already to face off against, but apparently Debbie gets her leg just snapped on it.
Above the ankle, like it snapped her leg.
That sounds so bad. It ended her career. This is so sad.
So this whole time I thought, man, this is great. You know, we got the new Malenko in here. Maybe that's her aunt or something coming in and
honorary aunt.
I mean, but still, yeah, it's still in the lineage, right?
Yeah, because Boris himself gifted her the name of Malenko. So I'd say she's an honorary Malenko.
Yeah, the honorary Malenko.
So Marie did win this match for her team using the Texas Cloverleaf.
She did, and it looked great.
Yes, so it's really exciting to have a third generation woman in wrestling. It's not something you see very often with on the women's side. It's really cool. So I'm excited to see what she gets up to.
So how quickly before you would think AEW would have the inside lane on this, since
Considering
Dean works there.
You would think so.
But it's not going to take long for this girl to be on the...
Oh, she'll be in an American promotion before long, I imagine.
I hope she stays in Japan for a year at least.
Yeah, because you're going to learn a whole lot in Japan. Like, I love that she went there first, like, right off the bat. Like, go learn from the Joshi.
Just the number of dates, that's one of the big things people don't realize anymore. The reasons the guys and girls used to be so great, smooth, and be able to call a match... Because a lot of times, if all you've ever done is go over your match in the back, and then go out, you could see when something doesn't go right, and they stand there like a malfunctioning robot, and
they're like, oh no, everything went wrong. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, they don't know how to cover it.
Yeah.
And the thing about Japan is you're working house shows, bro.
Yeah.
You're working a lot of dates.
Yeah, you're just gonna get a feel for it much faster.
That repetition. I know that it's the big thing, like, oh, I'll only have to work so many dates working in this fed.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
No, you're going to get rusty.
not doing what you do. I mean, and you could be safe. There's a safe way to do it, to have 5, or let's just say 4 matches a week.
Yeah.
And safely do 3 of them.
Right. Yeah.
Do high spots on the 4th one, but you could wrestle and work and just learn that timing. You know,
it's just about getting the reps in, right?
So that's why I love when people are in Japan. That's why people come back better from Japan.
Yeah.
Is because they worked 900 shows in 20 days.
when they work a significant amount of time there,
yeah,
they've got so much, almost like twice as much experience as someone just in America would have.
Absolutely, but good job by everybody here. And again, shout out to Dream Girl Ellie. I've done a couple of shows with her, as I said last time. Really, really nice person.
Yeah.
So always nice to see someone that's been in the same locker room do something good.
Yeah,
so
it's really cool seeing her over there.
She's a good worker too.
So the main event of this show, the main event of the entire Monday Magic season, was the GHC Women's Championship match between Mayu Iwatani and the Great Sakuya. And I expected this match to be wild and crazy and off the rails. They fought a great majority of it on the outside, like Great Sakuya dancing on the bar and like jumping off of it and stuff. I'm like worried about her ankles. But the way this match ended was so good, so clever, so amazing. I didn't see it coming from a mile away, and I was so excited when this happened. It was so good, okay? So they're just wrestling. They're doing their thing. They're having a match. Then Great Sakuya queues up to blow the green mist. She's ready to go, but Mayu clocks her and slams a hand over her mouth, then grabs her by the back of the head, pulls her in, and smooches her. Okay, mouth to mouth, full open mouth, assuming. Sucks in the mist, and then blows it back into Sakuya's face. What the heck? I've never seen anyone do that before. And the way Mayu won after that, she did a moonsault to win the match directly after that happened. Then just to see her sitting in the ring smiling with the green mouth and the teeth and like slowly wiping the mist off like she kind of liked it. Oh my, it's a crazy, crazy Mayu.
So being a wrestling historian, I can safely say to you that the Great Kabuki, the Great Muda, hell, Magic Dragon, whoever you want to go with, never had another man pull them by the back of the head. And I mean, listen,
maybe they should have.
If Great Kabuki had tried blowing in Kevin Von Erich's face, and Kevin Von Erich had pulled him in for a kiss and then blew it back in his face, I may not be the same person today because of what that did to me.
It was crazy.
But and listen, I have always loved that character, no matter if it was Kabuki or Muda or who. It's one of the things that like little boy John was so mystified with. I have notebooks just where I would like write down the different mist colors
and what they do.
And, you know, I used to go over it with you. I used to talk about like this mist does this mist does this. And it would bother me when people didn't keep up with the lore. Like if they just randomly used yellow mist and they didn't care, it was fine. Or red mist didn't kill someone.
Like they do it more for aesthetics to match their costume than
it would be like
poison.
It would be like jumping up from a pile driver in Memphis for me. You know, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
And so this you know, I've always loved the character, and I love Sequoia, and I love everything about both these women.
Yes.
Everything about both these women. That spot, we were both sitting there. We were tired, man. We were tired last night. And we were watching that, and we both just completely mouth agape.
We were so shocked.
We both sit forward, and we're like, what the fuck are we seeing?
Dude.
And it was so cool. And at the same time, it was just like, because I thought the one thing on this show we were going to talk about, with the thing we're going to get to, was just one of those moments was so shocking that it changed the whole memory of the match for me.
Yeah.
That happened on this match.
It did, because it's just so out of the blue and something you never expect to see. And I need this to be a continuing story. Like, she inhaled the green mist. That's got to do something to you, right?
So I said at the first of it that one of my fantasy books was, I was hoping that like last week Sequoia had beat Mayu quickly, blew the mist in her face to get a title match. Title match happens, and it's Zombie Mayu, but she's wearing like the cool long Sabu tights, the baggy chic looking stuff.
Yeah.
And has the face paint on, but face paint being like the rainbow face paint instead.
Right. It's just very Mayu.
And yeah, but still yet doing the Zombie Mayu thing from the first to throw off the game plan.
Yeah.
And spitting like some kind of rainbow mist. And I thought that would be cool as shit. So I said that at the first of the match.
You did, yes. You were talking all about like a demon version Mayu.
Yeah, because really great characters, sometimes they have the demon version.
Yeah, sometimes she does have zombie Mayu, so why not tap into that at the start of the match?
It's like before Kota Ibushi lost his body.
Oh, zombie Ibu.
The zombie boo or whatever it was. Well, what did we call
Zombie Ibu, I believe is what everyone called him.
That was scary. That vacant look.
Just when it turned on, it was like, oh no.
It was truly scary. It was like a different person.
Yeah.
Knowing him now, it probably was a different person.
Southern personality taking over.
Listen, I know I've told it before, but there might be a new listener. I want it, and we'll get back to what we're talking about. To talk about the level of Ibushiness. So we're in New York City, Hammerstein Ballroom. I'm in the back. I just took a picture of Gato because my friend Chase Owens had let me in the back. It was a really cool moment. Back there, Jay White being a boss, all this stuff. So we're having to walk back to the Midtown hotel that we were staying at, that all the New Japan contracted were staying at.
Right.
So we're walking. It's me and Chase and Ibushi and whoever, and we're walking, down. And Ibushi kept kind of kayfabing us, trying to walk away from us a little bit.
Right.
Finally, he turns around and he's like, listen, there's nobody around. We're talking 1 a.m., man.
Right. It's the middle of the night.
Nobody. I mean, it's New York City. There's people around, but it's like homeless vagrants or something.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
And he's like, he turns around. He's like, and does his head oh, let's go in this corner. Mm-hmm. So we go in this little corner in New York City in the middle of the night.
Little alcove.
And Kota Ibushi is like, you're a heel. I can't be seen with you. And
I love him for that.
And there was something inside of me.
You were a kid again all over.
Because he was so intense about it.
Yeah.
Number one, I felt very embarrassed. But number two, I was like, that's the most amazing thing ever. But he was so serious about it. But it was like, okay, this guy's beating on a different level than a lot of people.
Right.
And
his mind's a little more into it than most people.
That's why the zombie boo was so believable, because he believes everything.
Yeah.
Mayu Iwatani, when she does her zombie Mayu, really gets into it.
Yeah.
She has that same vacant look, the
you
1,000-yard stare, and she is terrifying. She's terrifying anyway in a big match.
Yeah.
Because you're like the nicest woman, clumsy woman, all of a sudden is just a beast.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just a beast. But in all my fantasizing and everything, I would never imagine that would have been what had happened. But just like you were saying, the new season coming out, whenever that comes around, or if they do it in between.
Yeah.
If she
even in Marigold, I mean.
Yeah, if she would be affected by that.
I really want to see a sort of evil character Mayu, just like a totally separate entity than the regular Mayu Iwatani because of the mist.
It would be so amazing.
She did a really good job. She seemed to enjoy it, and Sakuya seemed to be impressed by her using the mist on her. Like, she was all on the ground, just like with that silly look on her face.
Yeah.
So Mayu retained in a very excellent match. It never got to that, like you were talking, scary big match Mayu level, because obviously it's a Noah show. They've only got so much time in there.
Right.
But they gave them main event. They gave them time, and it was awesome.
It was.
It was a great way to end Monday Magic, in my opinion.
Agreed.
While we're on the scary Mayu train, though, I just want to mention something that's been in my head. Like, I keep one of the scariest moves I've ever seen Mayu Iwatani do is the rocket launcher dropkick. In Stars, when the girls would throw her into the corner onto somebody, into a dropkick, and it was like the most devastating dropkick you've ever seen in your life. I keep wanting Hangman and Kevin Knight to do that to Mike Bailey in a match. Like, I want them to toss Mike Bailey into a kick in the corner. I think it would be awesome.
It would be. But
I'm waiting for that move to come back.
But they do need to get somebody to do that in Marigold, because I don't think I've seen them do the launch drop kick.
No, I haven't seen the rocket launcher yet in Marigold. But so we need to get on that. Get Victoria and Komomo to just throw Mayu.
Dude, Victoria would throw her through someone's face. You can't.
She could probably do it herself.
You can't let Victoria do something like that.
Oh, but it would be so epic.
No, she's too.
It would be good.
Victoria's too shooty McShoot pants.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I guess so.
Another thing we watched this week was the Sendai Girls show on February 8th. A really awesome show. Like, everyone just showed up for this one. They were like ready to go on this one.
Every match was good.
It was so good. It kicked off with Miku Kanai and Senka Akatsuki versus Yuna and Yura Suzuki. So this was like a little continuation from the Senka Yuna Junior Championship match, and Senka Akatsuki here not letting up at all on Yuna where that's concerned. She once again pinned her with her shoot style, like, blanket pin. Did not let her up. She just continues to push you down until you can no longer, you don't have the strength to kick out anymore.
It's a beautiful thing that hasn't gotten old yet. And just the heaviness that she lays down on you. And the fact that, like, the Sariism press conference, you know, they're like, well, how motivated are you? And she gets up and she pulls off her clothes and she's like, I'm this motivated. How can you not love that girl?
She's so real. She's so real.
Yeah.
I love her so much. And I love having her on Sendai Girls. She fits right in with the Sendai Girls crowd. So I love having her on here, getting some reps in these young girl matches. I think it's really awesome. In the next match, Zonez and Ryo Mizunami took on Chi-Chi and Mika Iwata.
Our new favorite team.
We just have to start off talking about how cool Chi-Chi and Mika Iwata look together. Like, there's a picture of them backstage that's like my new favorite tag team picture of all time.
So let's both be fangirls for a second.
Okay.
A little behind the veil. Since this has been a crazy show, it's been
a little off the it's fun though.
It's an off the rail show for us.
Yes.
Okay. For whatever reason, maybe it's the time of day, whatever.
We're just enjoying ourselves, talking.
So Mika Iwata is the stretch goal for Raja.
I can't even think about it because it makes me crazy.
So Mika Iwata, like, Raja's in love with Mika Iwata.
I love Mika Iwata.
Yeah.
Everything about her, I'm just 100% in love with her. Okay?
So I'm kind of in that same vein on Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
So, you know,
so they come together as a tag team, and we're like, oh, they did this for us.
This was one of the funniest things you've ever seen for us.
Us
because
fangirling.
we've never said that on, you know, people could probably read between the lines.
Maybe.
How excited I get on a Chi-Chi match versus some scrub or whatever. I'm just
right.
Oh, this Chi-Chi match was really good. You know, but for whatever reason, that's what happened. We were like, holy crap, this is going to be great.
They looked awesome together.
They did. I love the aesthetic. They're so different.
Yeah, it's like it's very odd coupley, and it works. It's like the pretty girl who's a demon in the ring, honestly, and then like the badass who will kill you, and they just work. It just works, okay?
Yeah.
I love it. And Zonez and Rio, of course, are both powerhouses, so
It's a great match, though.
we got a few more Chi-Chi chops in this match. Ryo Mizunami seems to really have it out for Chi, but Chi-Chi's all about it. She's in that corner. She's like, hit me.
Yeah, no, it was a damn good match.
It was. Mika Iwata throwing knees everywhere.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Chi-Chi and Mika won. And they had like a little forehead touch there at the end of it. Like, I think they're all for this tag team, just like we are.
A little bit. So
more of this.
In that same vein, though, another one that I feel that way about, but is Vinny. So
yes, the next match.
Vinny came out owning it.
Manami versus Venny in a one-on-one match, which was just crazy. Venny hits harder than most of the people that you'll see wrestle. She's insanely talented and scary.
Yeah, just the Vinny matches are always just must see, just because you never know when someone's going to have their head disattached from their body. Exactly. And so that's why I love watching her. Just good stuff.
Yeah, and she did win this match, Vinny, so she get a little singles win there in the mid-card. Then we had another singles match, Miyuki Takase versus Chihiro Hashimoto, one-on-one, two very talented women. Chihiro just kind of, she just kind of manhandles people. She just takes over.
This match, though, again, man, was just top tier on beating the crap out of one another.
Yeah, like they really laid it in. Miyuki is mean when she wants to be, okay? Like, don't write her off because of the way she looks.
Yeah, no, she's crazy.
She is. That's why she teams with Mika usually, because they're both red energy, you know?
Not the craziest person that I'm thinking of, but she's there.
No, but Chihiro won this match with her power bomb, as she does. You know, once you hit that, there's not really any kicking out at that point. And then in the main event of this show for the tag team titles, we saw Dash Chisako and Hiroyo Matsumoto, the Reiwa Ultima Powers, take on the champions Yurika Oka and Mio Momono, Bob Momo Banana.
So this match has what I consider the craziest person.
Oh, man. Listen, this match was so freaking good. These two tag teams beat the tar out of each other. It was insane.
It's incredible, man.
There was a double jump off the top rope for a body splash that Dash Chisako just had her legs straight in the air, knees locked, and both Eureka and Mio landed on her feet, stomach first, like one after the other. It was horrible. Yeah,
no, Mio is insane.
Yes, Mio Momono is a demon.
And just
we
awesome.
Love her.
She's getting ready to have her 10th anniversary this coming week, and dude, she is just, I mean, to be 27 years old, it's just like one of those timeless people.
She really is. She's so talented. And she said before that she never saw herself being in this tag team with Yurika Oka, who is much younger than her, like in her career. Yeah. Yurika Oka is still just like starting out in her career. But when she's in this tag team with Yurika, she pulls her up with her. And also, I think it allows Mio to have a little more fun, like a little less serious in the ring.
And Oka's so damn good.
She is. Her potential is out of the roof.
Yeah, just all overall, you're right. This tag match, way better than it should have been.
Yeah, it's like the further into the match it got, the stiffer everything got. It just got worse and worse as the match went on. It was crazy. Yurika Oka and Mio Momono won this match, which I was not expecting. Yeah. I thought we were going to have new tag team champions here.
Yeah, me too. I thought that's what they were building up to, is them getting the belts again.
Me too. I thought Dash and Hiroyo had it, but they didn't. And then after the match, Yurika Oka asked Chihiro Hashimoto for a singles match. Yeah, that's scary business.
It is. It's fun stuff though, and you know, as far as the actual Sendai Girls, when you have a small roster, you know, you have to be different or better, right?
Right.
And they're definitely different.
They are,
because they still wrestle in that very old school style, but there is a bit of, I mean, it's just exciting. It's fun. The Sendai Girls are like nothing else.
The shows are really great. They pack those little venues out. Like they are good at what they do.
Yeah.
And I love watching Sendai Girls. It just gives me such a rush when they do these matches, because they're always good. They always deliver. That brings us to Stardom, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to really quickly run through the New Blood shows, and we'll talk about anything interesting.
It's not to trigger me.
And then we will get to the big main event of the evening, which is Supreme Fight in Osaka.
Go for it, girl.
So we had 2 New Blood shows this past week on the 3rd and 4th. New Blood 28 consisted of Hina defeating Kikyo Furusawa in a singles match, Azusa Inaba winning a 3-way over Kyoko Katatsu and Yuria Hime. Rana Yagami and Tomoka Inaba defeated Moe Hiro and Mase Hiro, who are the cutest little sister tag team to ever exist. Like, if you haven't seen them, you're missing out. And this was funny because the longer into the match it got, the less Tomoka and Rana were willing to, like, treat them like little girls. They were like, okay, you want to actually wrestle? It was really funny. Rion and Hanako versus Miran and Nanami Hatano went to a time limit draw. Xena defeated Akira Kuragane in a singles match. And for the New Blood Tag Team Championships, Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara defended their belts against Ane Kanaya and Yuna Mizumori successfully. Yes. So that was the first show. Then we move on to New Blood 29 on the 4th. This had Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara defeating Moe Hiro and Mase Hiro in a match and also a cute competition.
Yes, it was. Very cute.
Kyoko Katatsu and Hina defeated Kikyo Furusawa and Azusa Inaba. Xena defeated Rion in a singles match. Then Nanami Hatano, Rana Yagami, and Tomoka Inaba defeated Miran, Ane Kanaya, and Yuria. A little God's Eye win. Mm-hmm. Hanako defeated Akira Kuragane in a singles match in the main event. And that was our New Bloods. We love New Blood because we get to see these people that we wouldn't normally see, younger talents from other places like the Hero Sisters, who are really, like, they know a lot of stuff for their age.
There's no reason that the younger one should be as good as she is.
No, Mase is crazy good for her age.
Yeah.
It didn't list her age on Cage Match. We know Moe is 14.
She looks like she has to be no older than 11, but who knows?
Yeah, she's very small. She's very tiny still, but she's so talented. She knows so many moves.
Yeah,
she must have been training for a while.
Great
at this
timing.
point. So it's really fun to see these things and to have like Nanami come in and wrestle with God's Eye because she is a part of God's Eye and that kind of thing. So fun stuff, usually much better when we can see it clearly. But now we get to talk about Supreme Fight in Osaka on February 7th. And I think we need to talk about the crowd number before anything else.
I think you're right.
2,563 fans in Edion Arena for Supreme Fight in Osaka.
Just amazing. The biggest crowd in Osaka for women's wrestling for Joshi since 1995.
It's crazy. This is over 1,000 more people than the last time Stardom ran this building.
You talk about being hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of people.
We're hot, and with the right build, the right road to.
Yeah.
It's time for the dome, man.
We're getting there. We're making all the right moves right now.
It's time for the dome.
I would be surprised if we don't make some kind of move or announcement at All-Star Grand Queendom relating to Tokyo Dome.
I want Tokyo Dome so bad. Even if they pull 10,000.
That's still crazy.
It's still amazing, and it's the fact you're in the dome.
Yeah.
I think, honest to God, it'll instantly pull 30,000.
You think we can do Big Egg Universe numbers?
I think it can pull 30. Yeah. I do. I really do.
Especially if you have the element of other promotions joining in and everything.
Yeah, and I mean, if you have the build and you have the matches, and there's a couple of matches to make out there.
Yeah. That
would be those kind of matches.
They would very much. So
I personally think Suri versus Saya Kamatani. With
that would be crazy
with
match.
The right build with those two ladies, going through it, and Suri happened to be the heel.
Yeah,
happened to be the heel
because Kamatani's too popular.
I think that match could do it. Some kind of hate breakout, some kind of returning Queen's Quest angle. Yeah, anything like that would be emotional enough to pull it.
Absolutely. So here in Osaka, an absolutely stellar pay-per-view. Like, they did a really good job on this one, and it was entertaining from start to finish. And we kicked this one off with a zero match, the Pine Speed 5-Way, which saw Azusa Inaba versus Kyoko Kotatsu versus Lady C versus Momo Kogo versus Yuna Mizumori. And Yuna put this match on because she needs a number one contender for the high-speed championship. And, like, nobody's stepping up, so she had to take matters into her own hands. And this was a really fun match, as these sort of multi-man matches will be. Kyoko Kotatsu, once again, impressing with her one-on-one action, this time against Azusa Inaba. It's just like every time she gets the opportunity to be in there one-on-one with someone, she just blows us out of the water.
Yeah, Kyoka is way beyond where she should be herself.
Yeah.
Just talent-wise. And she's believable. I mean, there's something special about her. And
I agree.
And we do see these flashes in matches like this where, yeah, you're right. It's just, you want more.
Yeah, I want so much more. I want to see more of her matches against people, some singles matches, all that, see where she can go, because she's such a talent. But the person who won this match, who gets a high-speed championship match, is Momo Kogo.
Momo Kogo.
Let's go, Komomo.
Let's do it.
I was not expecting Momo Kogo to win this, and I was really excited for her because she's made moves toward the high-speed title before, but anything never really came of it. So now she gets a chance.
It almost felt like it when she walked out.
Yeah, it did. She seemed very confident tonight,
She
so
did.
maybe that's why she was able to get the win here. And she did pin Yuna Mizumori, the champion, so
Good stuff.
even more of a reason to give her a match.
Yeah.
Then we had a 6-man match, Kikyo Furusawa, Ane Kanaya, and Sayaka Kurara versus Rani Yagami, Tomoka Inaba, and Hina. So this was actually another pre-show match. They had 2 pre-show matches on this one. They usually only do one on a pay-per-view pre-show, but this one was kind of like the grand finale of the pre-show. Great little 6-man with some of the best talents that you'll see in the younger end of Stardom right now. Hina won this match. She hit Sayaka Kurara with the jackhammer and then a frog splash to pin her. So a nice win for Hina, who took a surprising loss recently in a match.
Yeah, it was good. I thought seeing Sayaka Kurara, if you pay attention, when she loses this, she had a weird look on her face. Mm-hmm. And it was like a look of determination, a look of sadness,
yes,
but a look of difference. Like she wanted to do something right then. And she knew she just ate that, and something had to change. Something has to change. It was that look.
Yeah, she definitely, it's like, we thought she was going to win this match. Like the momentum she had in the match and everything, we were like, oh, Sayaka's got this.
Yeah.
And then it didn't turn out that way, and we're like, oh. Also, didn't get enough Sayaka versus Rana.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, so fun little 2 pre-show matches. And then we kicked off the main card with Rina versus Fua-chan in a singles match. So
this match, dude.
We've been waiting for this one. And Rina, she's such a good heel. She's so good at just picking at people and doing all these little things to get them all riled up. And I love that about her.
Fua-chan had a new look.
Yes.
And, she looked amazing, which she always does. But this match, once again, you have no right to be as good as you are.
It really showcases Fua-chan's training and talent, like her ability to have this kind of singles match on a pay-per-view, opening the card,
The emotion.
Yeah.
It was there. I mean, everything about it, she feels like a big-time player.
She does. And even though she lost this match to Rina, which is obviously, I mean, Rina has every right to beat her.
It's exactly what should happen.
She started this thing. She's going to finish it, right?
Right.
So Rina beats her, and she's all, like, talking about how Fua-chan, she can't just go around being nice all the time and all that. But Fua-chan is even more determined now to make something of her Stardom career and to get this win back from Rina in the future.
Great stuff.
And I can't imagine her not doing that.
No, great stuff.
We followed this up with yet another singles match, a title match, actually.
Oh, Lord.
For the Kawaii of Kawaii Championship, Maki Ito versus Aya Sakura.
This is fun.
And man, talk about a missed opportunity in this one. Like, Aya, why are you not wearing, like, glitter and frilly gear in a cute match?
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, Raja was really let down.
You gotta sell that cuteness.
I looked over when Aya came out wearing the same gear, and over Raja's head it said Raja disliked that.
She was wearing like the little Bo Peep thing with the umbrella, but it just, you can't sell being the cutest in the world if you're not even gonna try.
It reminded me of the kid on Halloween who's wearing the jeans and the t-shirt to go trick or treat, but puts on like a witch hat.
Just like a Jason mask, but with street clothes.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that kid.
Yeah.
And you're standing there in full regalia. And you've got like everything on. You've done your nails. You
can't even breathe.
You can't breathe. And here's this kid.
Oh man. So. Yes. I understand gear is expensive, and I don't expect her to get a whole new set of gear just for this, but she could have even worn her old pink gear. Would have been like in theme for this match. But it was a really fun match, as you would imagine, between these two. They're both crazy, and they acted it in this match. There was a moment that everyone was talking about where Maki Ito threw the cardboard Kawaii of Kawaii title to Aya Sakura and took a bump Eddie Guerrero style and started crying like Aya had hit her with the belt.
No, I love this match. It was a lot of fun, man. And it was funny having Daichi act like the belt mattered.
Oh my god, just the fact that he had to present it and then he threw it out of the ring afterwards. He was like, I don't get paid enough for this.
That was the part I loved the most.
He's so good. Daichi's a character all on his own.
Oh, absolutely.
So it was amazing. This match was awesome. Maki Ito ended up winning to retain her belt with the Ito Deluxe. She tapped Aya out, and that seals it. Maki Ito is still the cutest in the world, and also Aya Sakura has to do as she says.
Yeah, she's basically in the respect army right now.
Yes, so Maki's first order of business was to get food.
Yes.
So she wanted Aya Sakura to take her to get food. Then they had a little hug, and then Maki Ito hit her with the stunner and flipped her off.
Makes all the sense in the world to me.
It was so much fun, as it should have been. It was just the right amount of fun that you would expect from a match with that stipulation.
Yeah, good stuff.
In the next match, we had a 4-way tag match, and leading up to this show, we saw a very familiar message be sent out on social media that due to unforeseen circumstances, Hazuki was not going to be able to perform in this tag team match. So it would be, instead of Hazuki and an X, it would be X and double X in this tag team match. Whoo boy! So Yuria Hime and Saya Ida versus Miyu Amasaki and Azumi versus Sariano and Natsupoi versus Billy Candace and Kuidori Hazuki.
This was very much for the hometown crowd, well, for that crowd there.
Yes, it was very Osakan of them.
Yes, it was very much an Osaka thing, and just weird.
It was weird. Listen, I was not expecting to see Hazuki come out in a striped clown costume.
I want white belt Hazuki so bad.
Oh, I know I saw that a lot. Is like Hazuki could be wrestling for a singles belt right now, but she's doing this instead.
And really seemed like she enjoyed it.
Yes, it did. She seemed to be having fun. So, of course, Billy Candace, she comes out every now and then. She's based on an Osakan deity of good luck, which we saw incorporated into the match. And then Hazuki's character is an Osakan mascot for, like, eating until your stomach explodes or whatever. Like, have your fill.
Yes,
so
yes.
They were just doing it for the Osaka crowd. The clown team did not win.
No.
In this match. It was actually O2 Line who won. So Sariano was trying to hit the pottering, and then Miyu Amasaki comes out of nowhere, drop kicks her right out of the pottering, and then Miyu rolls up Yuria Hime for the pin for O2 Line.
Yeah, Sariano and Natsupoi have not had the greatest of times lately.
They have not. They've really been getting screwed over. It's easier here in this match with so many teams involved to not be able to get the win because, you've got all the factors working against you. It was really cool to see O2 Line get the win, but it begs the question, where do Sariano and Natsupoi go from here?
It really does. It's interesting what they're planning here.
It is. In the next match, we had our special singles match between Saki Kashima and Shiri, and we had a very special intro in this one for Saki Kashima. They did the whole Victory Road thing, and she was sung live to the ring by Karo, who sings her entrance theme, Victory Road, and it was really cool. She did a great job.
She really did a good job.
She killed it.
Normally people suck at the singing to the ring thing.
Yeah, but Karo was on top of it, and Saki was wearing a set of her old Oedo Tai gear for this match, which a lot of people love to see.
Yeah, it was cool to see that.
But, it's Saki, so this match was very, very Saki. There were a few moments where she kind of bucked up, tried to wrestle Shiri, but and there was a lot of running away. And God's Eye had to get involved, and they were like stopping Saki from leaving on the ramp. And then Sherry tried to suplex Saki on the ramp, and they all stopped her from doing that. They're like, whoa, 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 remember who you're wrestling.
Yeah, and it was very much, I mean, I expect this in the first half of a Stardom pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. Like these kind of things.
Yeah.
I knew what this was going in. It's usually like the first half is this stuff, and then the second half is like super serious.
Yeah, so when everything locks in all of a sudden.
But it was still good for what it was, and it was a nice, how do you do to Saki?
It was, yeah. Sherry did win this match with the Kishi Kaisei. She put Saki in her own move to win the match.
It's fitting.
It is. And, Saki backstage, she's like, I joined God's Eye so I wouldn't have to wrestle Sherry, but here we are. And she did promise to eventually give a proper retirement press conference in the near future instead of just casually announcing it like she did. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Then we get to the serious second half of the pay-per-views, starting with the unit battle between EXV and Mivita Loca. So Akira Kuragane, Itsuki Aoki, Rina Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki versus Rion, Waka Tsukiyama, Xena, Hanako, and Maika. And the way this match was set up to work is that it would be a series of singles matches, each with a 10-minute time limit. And whenever someone lost the singles match, the next person from their team would come in to take their place. And they would go on like that until the team's general was defeated. So we kicked off this little tournament with Waka Tsukiyama versus Itsuki Aoki. Very quick little match between the two of them. Itsuki Aoki comes out on top.
Itsuki Aoki looks so good in this match.
she killed it. Okay, so her next opponent is Xena. And the entire time they're in the ring together, it's basically just Itsuki's forearms versus Xena's chops. Like, that's pretty much all they did. Itsuki manages to beat Xena as well, putting her team, like, they went from 4-on-5 to 4-on-3 because of Itsuki Aoki beating the first two members of EXV, which was really awesome. But by the time Hanako got in there to face Itsuki Aoki, she is tired. It has been a good, 10 minutes between the two matches already, so she's feeling it, and that allows Hanako to defeat Itsuki Aoki. And the next member of Mivita Loca to come in was Rina Yamashita. So now we've got Hanako versus Rina Yamashita in a hoss match.
Yes.
And they go at it. They're throwing hands, and they end up both tipping over the top rope to the floor to get eliminated, because that was also a rule in this match. Top rope rules apply. So they're both out. And that means the next two members of the teams come in to replace them. And we assumed that would be Rion and Akira Kuragane. It was not.
No, it was the generals.
It was Maika and Suzu Suzuki, which means they both made the young girls the captains of the team to save for last, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That amount of trust that they put in those two.
Right.
So we get Suzu and Maika in here for just a brawl of a match. Just beating the crap out of each other. They go the full 10 minutes to a time limit draw.
Yeah, it was really good, though.
It was an excellent little singles match in the center of all of this, and we're already 30 minutes in, we've had all these matches, and now we got Suzu and Maika throwing hands for 10 full minutes. They both get eliminated, which means it comes down to Akira Kuragane versus Rion for the win for the unit battle, and they deliver on every front. It's very much like their first singles match where Rion choked Akira out. She tried to do that again in this one, but Akira managed to make it to the ropes. And Akira ends up using a technique that Suzu taught her, the Yukibari Starlock, to submit Rion and win the match for Mivita Loca.
Yeah.
What a story.
It was good. And I think the story is there. This match, you got to think, they had to scramble quite a bit with Bozilla's injury.
Yeah.
Anything that was going on was completely different and changed. And with some of the stuff with Maika in recent months, you don't know what's going on there really. So the story had to be what it was.
Yeah.
And I thought they still did a really good job. And, I don't know where it's going. I think that's the most interesting piece to this. Is where we're going.
Yeah,
because of what happened next.
Yes, so I loved this finish. I thought it gave Akira back a lot of the confidence that she needed. And she did say after the match, she thanked Mavita Loca for being there for her and asked if she could now walk by their sides instead of behind them. And she's like, I've got a lot to learn still, but will you stay with me? And, they all hugged and they were all happy. It was very cute. But then Maika got on the mic with EXV around her. At this point, she's wearing a neck brace, which is kind of concerning to see. She did take a very nasty release German suplex in her match with Suzu.
Yeah.
That makes it even more concerning. But she said that she was just happy that all of the members of EXV had grown and become such amazing performers. And because of that, she wants to give them a chance to grow more and set them free into the world, effectively disbanding Empress Nexus Venus.
And what the strange piece to that is them standing on their own the entire time she was uninjured.
Yeah. and she was mean to them and everything at first, but I think she's seen the error of her ways and maybe she feels like she's not the one equipped to lead them anymore.
Like I said, this will be interesting to see where it leads.
It is, and it's crazy to have this many unaffiliated people running around in Stardom. It's like not how it normally has been.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long.
Thanks, Micah, for killing our guide like 2 weeks after we finally upload it. No more EXV. But, it is what it is. We're like, Stardom doesn't really change that frequently. There's not that much going on all the time as far as units go. And then this happens. But we saw it coming, right?
Yes,
we've talked since Mina left about how EXV is probably gonna disband at some point.
It's long overdue.
It is, and it'll be interesting to see which of the girls stay together, if they all go their own ways. There's probably gonna be a new faction form at some point. I feel like we need another one to replace EXV.
Absolutely.
And there's so many girls out there that I don't think we can just shove them all into the existing factions.
No, there definitely needs to be one or two new factions.
Maybe a Hazuki-led faction.
Something.
That would be fun.
It would be.
But we'll see. So that unit battle, for me, lived up to all the preludes and everything, all the story that it told leading up to this moment. I really enjoyed it.
I think I need to see, me too, but I think I need to see where it's going. As
far as Micah goes, we need to see where her trajectory.
In this moment in time, it did exactly what I needed it to.
Yeah, it was really fun. Then, for the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Championships, we had Ruaka and Natsukatora defending against Bea Priestley and Hanan. And this one told the story that you would probably expect, in that Bea Priestley and Hanan are not a normal tag team, and there was a lot of miscommunication, and it was not very fluid between them in this match, so they struggled the entire match just to put things together. There was a moment when Bea accidentally super kicked Hanan and then got herself misted in the face, so there was a lot of missteps for Bea and Hanan in this match. They tried their very, very best to take over BMI 2000, but Ruaka and Natsukatora are an established tag team who have been tagging for many, many years, so...
They did really well, and they've got a good legacy going right now.
They do, yeah, so they've defended the belts once again. They're still the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champions, and I don't think Stars suffers from this, really. I'll be interested to see if Bea and Hanan ever pony up the band again.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of shakeups coming. I think that they're just, without a doubt, it's almost that time of year, but I think there's a lot of shakeups, man.
I agree, and I feel like Stars needs something else. They need more people, definitely, but I just feel like they need something to kind of liven them up again, get them rolling again.
Agreed.
They've been struggling a little bit, which is understandable when you lose half your squad.
Yeah.
In the semi-main event, Konami defended the Wonder of Stardom Championship against Ami Sohrei. So this match came about because Ami was like, I want a shot at the Wonder of Stardom Championship, and then Konami was like, prove it. So she did, and here we are with just throwing all the power at each other. This was a brawl, as you would imagine, from two very strong competitors, but in the end, Konami choked Ami Sohrei out. She's done that to a lot of people. You don't want to get trapped in that rear naked choke with the hooks in, or else you're not getting out. So Konami's still the Wonder of Stardom champion.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't have to be this match, but I feel like Saida was missing off the top of this card.
Yeah,
with all she's done in the past few months. This match was fine. It it was, again, for me going into this match, it was going to be a Kanami getting another defense.
Yeah, I figured it would too.
I never felt any threat to the title. And I think that we got to build some threats because, you're going to be in the danger of having Hate's dominance almost like they're the most popular thing in the world, but the worm could turn.
Yeah, like people could stop liking them.
You got to have a believable threat.
Yeah.
And, so we're to the point that, I don't know what that threat is.
Time for the baby faces to get it together.
Yeah, we got to get something. Like, maybe it's a new faction, like you said. Maybe it's some kind of monster, wonderful babyface faction. Something has to happen there. Truly believe it. I think it might have to happen on the Hate side. I think that might be where we need something to happen, something to break.
Right, like somebody from Hate defecting to the other side.
Possibly, yeah.
Sort of deal.
Something to show some chinks in the armor.
Yeah, so Konami did use quite a few weapons and tricks to win this match, as she always does. She started a new thing now where she's collecting people's face prints. She'll like spray her spray paint and then put your face on a picture of you. And she said Ami is the first in a long collection, so she intends to continue this, I guess. But she did have a challenger come out after this match was over, and it was Hina, who was actually seconding Ami Sori. She was like, I was just sitting there, I watched Ami lose right there, and I knew I had to do something because this can't go on. And leave it to Hina to be that person.
Dude, I would love nothing more than to Hina to have the match and get bloodied, and Hanan come out to save her sister.
Yeah, we're like so on the Hanan white belt train. It's like first Rina, now Hina. Time for Hanan.
Hanan white belt, Rina white belt. Both would feel good, to me.
Yeah, Hanan and Hazuki are like the top two for me that I feel need to start trucking toward that white belt. Like they're the two that feel like Wonder of Stardom champions right now for me.
I agree. I think the fans would just love the Hazuki run.
I know. Her matches are so good. Could you imagine having a Hazuki singles match on every pay-per-view?
Yes.
That would be so cool.
It would be awesome.
It would be a treat for everyone.
Yeah.
We're ready for it. We're ready for the Hazuki white belt run. Please.
Like with 12 defenses.
Yes, please and thank you. Very long run. Very long.
Yes.
Like a year long, like this Saya Kamatani run, but with Hazuki.
Yes.
But that brings us to the main event of the evening for the World of Stardom Championship. Saya Kamatani defending her red belt against Starlight Kid. And there was a lot of talking and going back and forth leading up to this. We talked about how Saya put the Star Crusher name on Starlight Kid. She was like, I named it to defeat you in particular. So this match started out like any other World of Stardom title match. They did the high flying stuff. They did the chairs. They were outside. Everything was cool. Starlight Kid got a little bit of shine back. It was all going good. They get in the ring. Starlight Kid's going to the top. She's going to hit something. As she's coming off the top, Saya Kamatani hits an anti-air dropkick, which is one of the coolest looking moves, but like, please, no. So this drop kick goes a little sideways and she lands wrong and dislocates her finger in the nastiest possible way. Like they show it and it looks ugly.
Yeah, we put it up on the Twitter. The thing about it is, I told you a long time ago, you dislocate your fingers in matches.
Yes.
And sometimes you don't even realize somebody had their finger dislocated and gets put back in, whatever. This was not that. This looked like a clean break because of how it was not even on the same level.
It was like the center of her finger.
It was the center of the finger. It looked horrific.
It did. Like, it was like she did the drop kick and then immediate hush falls over the stadium and everyone was super quiet. Starlight Kid's pacing around, she's trying to keep the energy up. Daichi gets the doctor. They're both over top of Saya Kamatani. We spend a good 5 minutes in silence.
We're all instantly having flashbacks to the 5-star.
It was so bad, so scary.
Years ago with, the elbow injury.
Yeah.
We're having flashbacks to Mayu Itani
Yeah.
And Tony Storm, having flashbacks to these things, and we're thinking, holy shit, is Starlight going to win this on the, because of the injury?
Yeah, so they take their time. They really do. They're just over there working, and Saya's kicking her legs. You can tell she's in pain, dude. It looks horrible, and you get that sick feeling in your stomach when someone really gets injured. Like, it never goes away, no matter how many times you see it. It's awful.
Yeah.
You're thinking, this is done. The match is over. This is how the pay-per-view is going to end. We're 10 minutes into the match. It's over. But Daichi gets on the microphone to announce to the stadium what happened. Saya dislocated her finger and all that. It's been taped up and everything. And Saya gets on her feet and shoves Daichi and says, I can do it. And the match just starts right back up. They just go right in. The first move they do is a freaking driver on the apron.
Yeah. And something about this happening at this moment changed the entire match. It changed the temperature in the room. It changed our feelings. It changed, and our feelings weren't bad, but our feelings were just, it's been okay. It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah. And then we were just getting into the match, of course. It's still the beginning of the match, and we're just waiting for it to kick into that second gear, but this isn't how we expected it to happen.
And something about that injury and the crowd, the attendance, the girls knowing how special this shit is. Mm-hmm. I think all these things came in together at the same time.
It lit a fire under them.
The rest of this match was god tier.
Oh, it was so vicious. There was a flurry of headbutts that ended in Starlight Kid just slamming their skulls together to the point that Saya had like a red mark. They start throwing forearms at one point and don't stop until they both hit the floor because they've thrown so many forearms. Everything just feels so raw and vicious, and like the screams that they're letting out as they're doing all of this is just on another level. They both hit avalanche moves that I don't think I've ever seen the avalanche versions of in the past. Like, Starlight Kid hits an avalanche tiger driver, and then shortly thereafter, Saya Kamatani hits an avalanche star crusher. You shouldn't be doing those from the top rope, my guys.
Yeah, that was fantastic. It was a fantastic match.
It never let up.
The feeling and the emotion, and I think, honestly, like, Starlight Kid proved in this match why she belongs on the top of the card.
Boy, howdy.
People can forget sometimes when someone's in a tag team or somebody's not having the biggest matches.
Yeah.
Her run was, it was what it was.
Yeah.
This match
oh man
reminds you as to like, okay, yeah, she can go. She can carry this, man. She's got believability. She's awesome.
Yeah, she has the emotional intelligence to really lean into these moments when she needs to.
But what this did for Saya Kamatani, who already the lore queen is already books and books worth. It's special DVDs. It's first ballot Hall of Fame. It's, I brought it back to prime time. I've sold out this, better than since 95. All the things that this girl has done. This was like kind of her in a nutshell.
It really is. Listen, she dislocates her finger in the beginning of a title match and refuses to lose her belt in this fashion. Yeah, she's like, no, that's not how, tape it up. We got a match to do.
It's so old school that it's beautiful and it's overcome, because, listen, safety first, right? Blah, 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 blah. I get it.
Yeah.
But people forget sometimes that we might be 2026. It might be safety first. It might be all these wonderful things. But this is pro wrestling, pal.
Yeah.
This is the sport of kings.
Yes.
This is the one thing, play the old Coliseum video music right now behind my face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In your head. And it is the oldest form of battle between two athletes. And when you put some dirt on it and just go for it.
Yeah.
Something about that just earned so much damn respect from me.
Yeah.
That I already had the respect, but I didn't know I had more respect to give.
Right. It's like we thought we loved her as much as humanly possible, and now it's like just another level. Like, I love and appreciate Japan's unwillingness to shy away from showing injuries. I know there are people like promotions that just look the other way immediately. But the fact that they show it immediately erases anyone trying to be like, oh, it's just a work just to make the match better.
We did a video a while back about needing that person in AEW that you felt like had your back.
Right.
That you felt like they're the captain of this ship.
Yeah.
And
they're not going to let you down.
And I can take a nap while they're driving.
Yeah.
Because I'm safe. It doesn't matter about the storms and the sharks and that octopus and that thing out there that people are praying to.
Is that a fog? Who cares?
It doesn't matter because you got the right captain. And I think that we have the right captain.
I mean, if you needed any other evidence that Saya Kamatani is an absolute legend and the best wrestler, not even women's wrestler in the world.
It's weird when you're watching stuff that people are going to study.
Yeah.
That when you realize, because it's a rare thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the percentages are, but to really realize that you're watching the match that somebody's going to study, that's so rare. I feel it sometimes like Omega Okada.
Yeah.
Okay, when we were watching that match years ago, the one where Kenny collapses and, because he can't stand and that's the only reason he misses the clothesline. That shit, that is...
it just gives you the feeling.
That's the stuff you're like, oh yeah, they're going to watch this in 30 years.
Yeah.
And because they mean to.
Yeah.
Watching Saya Kamatani, you feel like that, like people are going to go back and do compilations
right.
of the run.
The craziest thing is, we had that feeling almost a year ago with the Tam Nakano story, and now a year later she's still on this legendary run.
And I hate that it's an injury, right?
Holy crap.
I hate that there was an injury. I really do. Really, really, really do. I'd much rather have not had the injury.
Yeah.
But talk about making the most of it.
Jesus. Like, they handled it in the best possible way. Saya Kamatani coming back from that and just having this incredible match. The statements that Stardom put out after the fact explaining, like, who made the decisions and why they made the decisions and that kind of thing, how they're just trying to make sure people understand why the match continued. It's all perfect. This match was perfect. Getting to experience it live is just another... I can't imagine having woken up like the next day because it was in the middle of the night and not getting to see that live or like getting it spoiled, because I don't imagine it would give the same sort of adrenaline that it gave us watching it happen in real time. So I feel very blessed to be able to have seen it as it was happening.
Me, 3.
We were there for history. Saya Kamatani won this match with her spinning Star Crusher with 3 minutes left on the 30-minute time limit. This is her 9th defense of the World of Stardom Championship, and she's not done. She said that she did mention the Tokyo Dome in her post-match comment. She said she's taking that red belt to the Tokyo Dome. You can bet on that, and I will. I will bet on Saya Kamatani keeping that red belt all the way until they hit the Tokyo Dome.
Me too.
God, it was good. It was moment of the year so far. And I don't know how you're going to beat that. I guess we'll see what happens. If we're 2 months in to 2026.
It'll happen, sister. It'll happen. I mean, we got so much left.
We really do. And she did have a challenger come out after this. Sayaka Kurara came to the ring to let Saya Kamatani know that she is the one that's going to break the curse that Saya has put over Stardom, and that it can't be anyone else but her. I guess she feels very strongly that she's the hero that's going to save Stardom from hate and Saya Kamatani. And Saya essentially laughed in her face for this and told her to go home. She was like, didn't you lose in the Zero match? Like, leave. She was not having it. She didn't say, she did not accept her challenge at all. She was like, go away. I don't think so.
Yeah, interesting thing. Obviously, I don't discount people from having an opinion on this one.
Yeah.
Because she's not been booked to be that challenger.
Yeah.
Recently. Almost a year ago, she was a Cinderella winner. She had a wish. She had been booked strong as hell way before she should have been.
Right.
And since that time, she's been in tag teams. She's been, she's had mediocre success with the New Blood tag titles, but in most regular matches, she loses. A lot of times she's a pin eater.
Yeah.
But she has moments of incredible brilliance, and I've seen her star as far as her talent level is matching the push she had a year ago.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
There's no stutter steps. There's no hesitations. She has an incredible, exciting style. So a match with them two is going to be really good because she's got a violent style.
Yes, she does.
I agree that there's no reality that I see that she wins.
No, especially right now.
But I'm not against it because I think it'd be a really good match.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a seed planting moment. It's like, remember that I'm here and that I'm a possibility, and we'll come back around. We'll circle back.
If they build her correctly, where she doesn't get, she's getting laughed at as is happening now, and they build that correctly, all the way for like months and months and months and months while she's doing other things and winning big important things.
Yeah.
Grueling things. I'll not say what I'm talking about, but grueling month-long things.
Right.
And she believably wins that. And maybe that's your dome opponent. I mean, that's a crazy thing. But the thing is, in wrestling, it's all about the build.
Yeah.
And making the fans believe it. And sometimes there's shit happening that you don't realize is happening.
Yeah.
You said seed planting.
Behind the scenes.
You look out at the dirt after the farmer's done, it's still dirt.
Yeah. You're like, what did you even do?
And little do you know that what is going to feed you for the next 6 months is actually under that dirt.
Absolutely. So Supreme Fight in Osaka was a fantastic pay-per-view. One for the books.
It's not an all-timer because of, and a whole card kind of concept, and I'm not going to say it was. But it has some really interesting things of where we're going to go.
Yes, it was definitely a builder for All-Star Grand Queendom, which is only like 2.5 months away. So, we got to start trekking that way. So it was a great time. It was very entertaining. And that ending, you're not going to forget that for a long time. But coming up this weekend, we do have 2 shows, starting most notably with the February 13th Cork and Hall show. They did announce 2 matches for this. Hazuki and Fuwa-chan versus Aya Sakura and Ane Kanaya. And the high-speed title match between Yuna Mizumori and Momo Kogo will be on that show. I think it's cool that we're jumping straight back into Cork and Hall. They're like, we're gonna hit Cork and Hall as much as humanly possible.
Yes.
The other show on the 15th doesn't have any matches announced yet.
Right.
Right. And then there was another cool thing that happened for something coming up on March 22nd. It is Sariism Chapter 10, and it's Sari's 15th anniversary show, which is really exciting. And they had a press conference where they announced the matches for that show, and it sounds really exciting.
It does. I agree.
So they announced Celine Misora versus Kikyo Furusawa. I guess Kikyo did impress Sari after all. And we're going to have a 6-man match where Senka Akatsuki and 2 mystery partners take on Fuwa-chan and 2 mystery partners. What a crazy match.
It is.
Senka and Fuwa-chan across the ring from each other.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. It's weird, man, because that one's really crazy.
It is.
Because it's
so out of left field.
It is such a strong 100% Stardom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus her.
Versus Marvel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, fun. I love these shows where we can just do what we want. Yeah. Singles match between Natsupoi and Kaori Ito.
Yes.
Yikes.
I watched the press conference, and that was interesting.
They're both scary, so that's going to be fun. A tag team match where Chi-Chi and Miku Kanai will take on Amu Fujiwara and Rina, formerly known as Nori.
Yes.
So lots of kicks and craziness in that one. And the big boy match.
And the cheese.
The big boy match.
The crazy.
Suri and Takumi Roha will be taking on Shiri and Chihiro Hashimoto.
So when I was watching this, I was thinking to myself, if someone said, "Hey, you like Joshi?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I like Joshi." Who's the 4 baddest bitches?
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I would sit there and it would take me that long to name these 4.
Jesus Christ.
I really think I would name these 4. And I had to think about it a few times.
Right.
Would I name some? I think I would name these 4.
I'm so excited about this match. I can't stand it.
This is an insane match.
Like, Spark Rush is a tag team. Like, they've been a tag team before, but they're still crazy. And then just putting, like, the MMA legend with the amateur wrestling legend on a team. What? People are going to die in this match.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Suri puts on the craziest stuff.
She does.
She just goes to the ends of the earth.
Though, I mean, this is going to be one of those.
There's a lot of Stardom Marvelous crossover, which we haven't got to see a lot of in recent years. So I'm excited about that.
What's our hashtag?
SAS. Hashtag SAS.
I think this is
Oh, that match is like, it's like a capital SAS.
This is a hashtag SAS match.
Holy moly.
Absolutely.
So exciting stuff coming up as always. This week was so much fun, and we're looking forward to just continuing on with the next round of shows. And of course, we will always be coming back here to cover it for you guys. So make sure you comment and let us know if you're watching on YouTube. Let us know what you watched, what you enjoyed, what your thoughts are on Supreme Fight in Osaka and where everything is heading. Follow us on our socials at Cult of Joshi on X, on Facebook, on Instagram. Subscribe to the Cult of Joshi YouTube channel. Leave us a review on your favorite podcast thing like Spotify or Apple or whatever you listen on. That would be very kind of you. But that's all we have for now. I'm Raja. He's John. So long from Cult of Joshi. Bye!